My friends, the great Glenn Fricker reached out personally, and it's about something very important that I want to share with you today. If you're in the guitar or rock and metal music space, I'm sure you've seen his channel. But what a lot of you actually haven't seen is that we made a video together a while ago. It was only published on his channel and I had to play some acoustic guitar in that one. And now quite a while later, on one of my recent videos, I got a comment from Glenn, and this is something I just have to read for you. The best thing about BERNTH is that what you see on screen is what you get. I've had the pleasure of recording him, and not only is he a world-class musician, he's easy to work with. Be like BERNTH. So in the current big drama phase or drama era of YouTube, especially concerning music and guitar playing, reading something like this actually meant the world to me, because I also had a lot of fun making this video with Glenn. He's obviously a true professional. So if you're watching this, Glenn, I just wanted to thank you real quick for spreading positivity, which is something we really urgently need in our community after those last couple of weeks and months. But what about you, the amazing viewer of this channel? How are you supposed to know by now what's real and fake? Well, I thought about something special today, something I'd like to do more often on here from now on, and it might be something that guitar or music YouTube needs at the moment. I'd like to take you with me on a completely unedited and unscripted workday here in my home studio. So in this video you will see my exact workflow, how I'm recording, writing, arranging. You will see how many takes I go through, what I struggle with, and this will give you an unfiltered view of my workflow. So let's get creative together right away. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So today I feel like going for a modern metal instrumental track, and I found this pretty cool sound. My guitar is actually tuned to E standard. The transpose function is so good that I can go an octave below. And I have this idea for a riff that's based around 7/8. So that's the first half of the riff.
Are you very busy?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be a pretty cool second half, I think. Then I have to double these tracks to make them left and right. Nice. I think I got a cool lead idea over that with a clean sound. For the next riff I want a solo section already, of course. So I have this cool idea for a rhythmic kind of pattern. So sometimes I do two really good takes right after each other, then I can just use one for the left track and one for the right track. So I often just record the basic foundation of the riffs before I do any drums or bass or any other stuff, because I'm a guitar player, so I always think about riffs first. And since we have a lot of open string, super low stuff, I think we need a little bit more melody or harmony in there. So I think I want to do some scary octaves like this, and the tuning transposer even works with octaves, which is pretty crazy. Still sounds pretty good. And I think now we will have to start coloring, because I'm already getting lost. So this was the intro. Then we have the main riff right here. This is where the guitar solo starts already, and that's the second guitar solo riff. After that I think it's time for a big chorus, and I want chords. This kind of low tuning, especially if you're pitched. Can't really do any low chords like this, but I feel like something like this might be cool. And maybe with a bass line on the bottom, kind of like that, leading into... Oh, we have to be careful right here because of the pitch shifter. Yeah. I have to hit the strings a little bit softer. So we're actually in the Spanish Phrygian or Phrygian dominant scale. That should give us some interesting chord options up here. What about D? And then up to E is kind of a resolution. Ooh, it's gonna be a bit spicy maybe. If the pitch shifter can handle that, I think that would be pretty cool. Nice. I think that gives us a lot of options for a nice melodic chorus. And then let's do one quick outro. And now that I have the basic structure of the riffs, I can start getting creative with different layers. So for the bass, I will have to use a plugin for now. Maybe you can see a bass behind me on the couch. Charles Berthoud, the amazing bass player, is actually staying with me here in LA at the moment, but he's out doing something else, so I will have to resort to a MIDI bass for now. What always helps me out a lot is that I instantly transcribe everything that I play, because I will forget it. So I already transcribed all of the riffs that I just recorded, and I can export a MIDI track out of Guitar Pro and load it into Cubase and use that for my bass. I always do have to change some details in the lines, of course. And it would be better to have a real bass. Maybe Ibanez can send me one in my new studio. And then it's time for a basic drum outline. So I think I wanted to start with a big tom hit right away. I always make sure to add dynamics to make it sound a little bit more like a human. I wish I had a drum kit in here, but I don't. So we'll finish the drums now real quick, and then we finally get to the guitar solos. That was a pretty good take. Took me 23 takes to get this one right, because I care a lot about the details, like the first note is pretty important right here. And of course also the runs in there. Because I'm not using a lot of distortion with my guitar solos. Okay, so that's a pretty cool sweep picking section, I guess. Took me a while to figure this one out. I like how it goes with the rhythm of the riff in the background. Gonna have to stand up for the chorus lead in order to feel that one. Alright my friends, I had a lot of fun writing this new song together with you. It's called Coil Breaker and it's out on Spotify today. You can find the link down below in the description and in the first comment. I'm releasing music over there very frequently, so make sure to follow me. If you're like me, you're probably tired of listening to the same stuff over and over again. So give this new track a listen right now. You basically co-created it by watching this video. Let me know what you think, give me a follow on Spotify, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Have an awesome day, greetings from LA and bye bye.